Today we are going to start the very important session. Today's, you could say, the keynote session, which will be by Sri Pasumarthy Ramalinga Sastry. So he's Professor Emeritus at the University of Hyderabad, and he's a renowned exponent of Kuchipudi and Bharatnatyam with a career spanning more than 4 decades. It's very important for us to know about the music pedagogy in India, because you see, in all other fields, we have seen that it has eroded. You know, it's very hard to find manuscripts and to know exactly what the original pedagogy was. But somehow in music and dance, we have seen a lot of preservation of that knowledge. Ayurveda also, to some extent. So, you know, it's very, very important that when we know how music is being taught, how dance is being taught, we also get some clues about how the other subjects were being taught, how the other Guru Shishya Paramparas were working. Because this Guru Shishya Parampara is fairly well maintained. Even in modern times, we hear of Shishyas staying with the Guru and living a similar lifestyle as the ancient times. So it's important we have somebody telling us from the music and dance world what the pedagogy is like. Ramalinga Shastry Garu is from a traditional Kuchipudi family and is one of the finest dancers to have emerged out of Kalakshetra. Now, Kalakshetra, we know how hard it is to get into that institution and to come out in flying colors. So Shastri ji has served in the Hyderabad Central University for over 2 decades and imparted training in classical dance to young students of masters and PhD programs. He has gained deep insight into various allied forms like classical music, Nattu Vangam, percussion training, and technical aspects of production. Shastri ji is also widely known for his lecture demos and various practical and theoretical aspects of dance. He is a member of Central Dance Audition Board for assigning A top artist gradation at General Doordarshan, New Delhi. Some of his major productions include Gajaniyam, Ramakatha Saram, Sai Shashi Rekha Parinayam, Tripadi Ganga, Satya Harishchandra, Meenakshi Kalyanam, etc. Pasumarthy Ramalinga Shastri ji is credited with Ubhaya Natya Praveena Award, Kala Ratna, Natya Kaladhara Award, and Sangeet Natak Academy Award for the year 2018. All very prestigious awards. So we are looking forward to listening to Ramalinga Shastri ji. And the format we are having today is that Nagraj Garu will be also on the stage, and there will be a kind of an interview format. So it will be interactive. So please, Nagraj Garu, please come to the stage first. Ramalinga ji, you also come. Please, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
This is going to be almost an autobiographical presentation, a personal memory collection by Ramalinga Shastry Garu. For those who are not aware of what Kuchipudi dance tradition is, let me share a few brief introductory words. All over India, we have Indian classical dance traditions in 2 formats, theatrical and solo dance forms. The solo dance forms of South India first were revived in the form of Bharatanatyam from Sadir of Tamil Nadu, but later the Andhra forms also were revived with the names like Andhra Natyam, Vilasini Natyam and all those forms. But the theatrical dance tradition of the Telugu speaking areas, which went to Melattur in the form of Melattur Natyam Elam, and the Kuchipudi dance tradition. With Kuchipudi dance tradition, we have a very long history. The Machupalli Kaifiyat, which is a memory of the 14th century, documented in a 15th century document, mentions Kuchipudi people as Veda Panditulu. the Telugu document mentions them as Veda Panditulu, and Veda Panditulaina Veshadharulu, it calls them. And it says that they performed Kirtana in Narasimhadevaraya's court. And as part of that, they do social service there, almost like communist, progressive people, some social justice activity. They complain about a Sardar, and the king goes and punishes the Sardar there. So that records that it is an Agraharam, Vedic life Agraharam. Pasumarthy Garu also lived that Agraharam life in his childhood. I was asking him when it was. Actually, I was surprised to know that by 1967, even at the time of 1967, that Agraharam life was still intact. And he lived that life and was trained in that Agraharam in the traditional Kuchipudi families. Kuchipudi village, Kuchipudi Agraharam has Pasumarthy families, Bhagavatula families, and Vedantam families, and all these families. He comes from the Pasumarthy families and grew up along with his relatives as a child. He asked me to come here so that I can control the ocean. He himself felt that if he is left free, he'll be taking a lot of time because he knows so much of the tradition. So he asked me to be here to stop him when it is required and to remind him what are the things to be covered and all that. So otherwise, he is completely free. He is going to be left completely free to recollect his autobiographical memories of how a traditional Agraharam training in a Kuchipudi Agraharam was happening. Sir.
Instead of Mahakala, I always pray Om Namah Shivaya. We come from Shaiva cult. So of course, Mahakala is also Shiva only. So Namah Shivaya. Before I proceed to my lecture comment demonstration, I want to thank the Indica committee who are involved in arranging this kind of seminars. And I extend my heartfelt thanks for them having given me this opportunity to explain a little what I know about the dance form Kuchipudi. Yeah, I already said the Kuchipudi Agraharam has been given to us by Tanisha. By custom of Kuchipudi families, before my fathers and forefathers, when a boy child was born, immediately after the 11 days, after the 11 days, they have, after the 11th day or 12th day, they perform this. They take him to the temple and stud their ears. And you all know, Kuchipudi is a male-oriented art dance form. Those days, girls were not allowed to learn this art form. Even today, in some of our families, traditional families, they don't allow to learn dance. Girls are not allowed to learn dance. They have certain reasons for that. We keep aside that. Coming to the pedagogy, and education heritage of India. So how we were taught, the pedagogy is nothing to me, the kind of system what they followed to teach this art form in those days in Gurukula system. As per my knowledge goes, there were no institutions in our village like today. In each house, in every house, their parents teach them the dance to the boys. And I don't know when I'm initiated into dance. At a very early age, tender age, I was initiated into dance by my father, parents. Then, usually male children are very naughty. I come under that category. I was very naughty, not very, too very naughty, and my father took me and put me under a guru. He is Vedantam Parvatisam. He was my first, my father was my guru, and I was put under him for training. Usually, the system was like this. When they put you into dance, they teach you first the Samu. They call it Samu. Samu means some kind of exercises. We have to learn that in the morning, early morning. After that is finished, and they start teaching you kind of steps for fundamentals. So the fundamentals, how they start, it takes nearly, with the fundamentals itself, they ask us to render the terminologies, technical terminologies of the Adavu, what we render today. You call it in Hindi, Bhool. And performing, putting the Tala. So that takes nearly for 1 year, this kind of system, teaching exercises, fundamentals, and rendering the technical terminologies of the steps to Tala. After this, they take you to the next stage, that is learning items. Before to that, we are also taught the slokas in Sanskrit language only. And they tell us the meaning in Telugu. And they teach the sloka. And they tell the meaning in Telugu to us. With that also, they make us to learn Amarakosyam. Especially Amarakosha, I think Amarakosha from this city only, sir? Ujjainilo Amarakosha.
Yes.
From this, yeah, I remember. Amarakosha, I don't know who wrote those. Amarsimha. Yeah.
He was a Bauddha, but
Yeah, in Amarakosha, they teach us only there are a lot of sargas, especially about the Svarga. A complete Svarga is on Lord Shiva. Shambhuri, Pasupati, Sivasuli, Maheswaraha, Iswaraha, Sarva Isana, like that it goes. The complete kosha, sarga is about Lord Shiva's names only. Why? Later I came to understand why this kind of teaching is required. I'll tell you that in the final stages of my lecture. And with that, also, they give us training in music, vocal. They make us to sing all these Swarali Swaras, Janta Swaras, Dhatu Swaras, Hestu Sthai Swaral, like that. Once these, to learn this complete, nowadays we call it syllabus, it takes for us nearly 1 year. Srinivas garu, water please. So after this the next step, that is in the next step in this pedagogy is they start teaching us the items. Items means not like a solo repertoire of Bharatanatyam or other dance forms. Then they teach the items like Ramadasu Kirtana and Kshetriya Padams and Swara Pallavulu. Only it is with swaras, notes. You don't have any kind of sahityam for that. So, how they start these things? I'll just demonstrate a couple of things before you. Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. A few things I'll just demonstrate before you. How the first fundamental step is being taught. In those days, not this present scenario. Past.
అడుగులు పడేప్పుడు ఇది ఆఫ్ చేయాలి.
There are, I think there are even dancers also in this audience. We all know that without doing namaskaram to Bhumata, the dancer is not supposed to start anything. why we do this pranam to Bhudevi. We call goddess Bhumata we treat him as God, Strilingam. The dancer says, "Oh Bhumata, I am stamping on you. Kindly forgive me for stamping." That's the meaning of that. Pada ghata kshamaswami. Now pada means foot. Ghata means to beat. Kshama, excuse. Swami, me, I pray you to excuse me, forgive me for dancing and stamping on you, O goddess Bhumata. So that is the first thing I performed. So now, did you see that there is a sloka on this? And we are taught that sloka. I don't know. No, how many are now teaching this to the students? And the first, how it was. I told you also the basic Kuchipudi dance form is basically male oriented. వినపట్టలేదా? ఓ ఓకే, ఈ మైక్ పెట్టచ్చుగా.
వైర్లెస్ లేదు, అది కాలర్ మైక్ వైర్లెస్ లేదు. నేను పెట్టాను.
పర్వాలేదు, మీరు కూర్చోండి. So the Sundari Griva is already taught to us with the sloka how to incorporate in the fundamentals itself.
I'll be there. Please don't worry.
కూర్చోండి సార్, కూర్చోండి మీరు. No, please, మీరు కూర్చోండి సార్. See, Chaturasram is nothing we all know. Chaturasra is Dirgha Chaturasraka, which have 4 equal, is Chaturasram. That is 4, no? You all know. So 4 means Jati. This Chaturasra Jati is called, which have 4 beats, consist of 4 letters, not beat. So each beat consists of 4 letters. Don't confuse yourself. Each beat consists of 4 letters. So that is Ta, Ka, Thi, Mi. How many letters? Ta, Ka, Thi, Mi. We have 4 letters in each beat. So this is called Chaturasram. All the fundamentals we do in Chaturasram in the beginning. So Tam, Tatte, Te Hitta, Takka Dhimmi, Takka Chadnu, Tatte, Te Hitta. For this they don't tell only Takka Dhimmi, Takka Janu 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. They don't keep on saying 1, 2, 3, 4. They immediately, slowly they introduce the terminologies. How to render. Tam, Tatte, Te Hitta, Ta, Te Hi, Te Hida, Tam, Tatti, Dhanna. So once you know the rhythm, then you can do wonders. You can, how fast your tongue twists according to rhythm. You can say Tam, Tatte, Tarikita katam, the thin, the chod, the chund, Tarakatadin, the thin thing. No, no, chunita, the Tanache, chod, the chod, the thin, the chund. Like that, they render the terminologies. So that is Chaturasram, and also we are taught in Tisram, which have 3 triangles. Tisram, Tisragaram. Chaturasram, Tisram, Khandam, 5. What do you call for Khandam? Yeah, in America, their army thing is called? Pardon? Yeah, Khandam. Then Misram is 7. Sankirnam. Now see here, Chaturasram have only 4. Khandam, 5. So they cut Chaturasram into 2 parts. One is 3, other one is 1. So they cut 1 and it becomes -4, 1 is equal to 1 minus 1. 4 minus 1 is equal to,
3.
That is this one. See the calculation, subtractions, how maths are involved in dance. Yesterday somebody was talking on maths, mathematics.
Sahanaji was asking whether.
Yeah, Sahanaji. Yeah, Sahanaji. You know, what is your name? It is a raga, Sahana Ragam. So, when you subtract 1 from 4, it becomes 3. That is Tisram. Yeah, then you add that 1 to Chaturasram, the remainder 1, you add to Chaturasram, it becomes 5, Khandam. And you, next is Chaturasram, Tisram, next Misram. Mixture hai ye. Khao, mixture deta na. You mix this and that, chudwa, this and that. That is Misram. You are mixing something. That is Misram. What is that Misram you are doing? Tisram and Chaturasram you are mixing. That becomes 7, Misram. They named it as only Misram. Sankirnam means all kind of things. You add this, there, from there, here and there. You cut Chaturasram into half, you take 2 from that, and you take 1 Khandam, and you take Tisram, you make all 3 Tisrams. You mix several things. Sankirnam. Anni Jatul Kalisni Sankirnam antaru kada. So like that, Sankirnam have 9. So we are taught all the fundamentals in all the 5 jatis. I told you how many jatis we have. Chaturasram, Tisram, Misram, Khandam, Sankirnam. Okay? So this, to learn all these with the Siro Vedas and the Griva Vedas, Drishti Vedas, and also the Anga Pratyanga Upangatam, Tatte, Tata, Hateki, Tam, Tatte, that automatically every part of your body should move without your knowledge. If you want to just push the shoulder, only shoulder should move.
So the point that Pasumarthy Garu is making is, most of these things are taught in the contemporary dance pedagogy, dance training, piecemeal. They come one after the other. But in the traditional Agraharam training, all were going together. Your Natya Shastra Shloka training, your Amarakosha training, he told me that by 14th year he was able to construct Jati construction. But we, in our university, it is taught at MA level, and in the last semester of the MA course in dance, Jati construction is taught, by which time they are all grown up. But by 14th year he was able to construct Jatis already, because it is already from his 11th year he is being given all this training together. The body movements, the Jati construction, the Tala, the Raga, everything is going together with him. So that is a comprehensive training, which probably for this generation is very difficult to grasp.
Yeah. See, what I'm trying to tell you is the imparting training or pedagogy you call is being injected in our body. What are the ingredients required for a dancer to become a perfect teacher, or to become a perfect master, to become a perfect performer? So these things were right from the childhood they used to inject in us. That's the thing. So this, I told you the 5 jati steps and the anga, pratyanga, upangas, and the siro bhedas, drishti bhedas, all these. And you all know the drishti bhedas. I told you, no, the slokas they were used to teach us. They make us to. A 20 group of boys will be sitting there. Each one should get up and tell, and all the others will render the same thing. Samam udvahitam ado mukham alolitam dhatam kampitam cha paravrittam ukshiptam parivahitam navadakatitam sirshan natya shastra visaradai. One boy will get up and just do it practically, and all the other remaining children should repeat that. So once 2, 3 guys go up, and other people will automatically, it is already entered into his brain. Very simple. If I ask somebody, any one of you, please sing one song. No, I can't sing. I didn't learn music. This and that, they say. If you go and just listen to one, you go to for a movie, you come back from that cinema hall, and you start singing that song. Did Lata Mangeshkar or Anuradha Padwal came and taught you that song, or that music director? Dil hai ki manata nahi, na na ne na 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 ne na, dil hai ki manata nahi. Did Anuradha Padwal came and taught you this song? No, then how you are able to sing? You concentrate that. Here you don't concentrate. That is a big problem. Concentration is more important for any learner, not only dance, any art form, any academic studies, anything. If you don't concentrate, nothing you get. You remain as a big zero all the time. But your master, the teacher, he is called number one. If he comes and stand next to you, you become 10. If he doesn't there, if you remove that one, you become big zero, valueless. So same way, so it was the training for us was done like that in the
After all
beginning.
this fitness to different veshams, I think, the next stage. Yeah.
Suppose, see, they teach us, and at the age of 14, like that, when you come to reach to 14 years, he already said, I told him, we are been trained in such a way to construct things on our own. Suppose any song, let it be, and you should first of all, how you should go for, how you choreograph. Choreograph is something, it is not a Latin word, choreography. Arranging all things in a serial order, it's called choreography. Nothing. What is that I'm doing? Well, I did choreography, I composed this and that. People call that music composed, R.D. Burban, music composed. You see? No, because all the swaras, all the things are already set there. Understand? For us, all the asamyuta, samyuta hasta, siro bhedas, drishti bhedas, everything is taught, and the slokas also taught, and how to use them also taught. Understand? You take some tripataka, pataka, tripataka hasta. The usage of tripataka is, what's the name? Yeah, you are doing. Huh? You learn dance?
Gauri ji.
You learned Gauri ji, आप डांस सीखे क्या? ठीक है. So Tripataka, you take this usage for it. For every hasta, you have usage. Tripataka, Makute Vrikshabhaveshu Vajre Tadharavasave, Ketaki Kusume Deepe Vagni Jvala Vijrumbhane, Kapote Patralekayam Banardhe Parivartane, Yujjate Tripatakoyam Tatha Karma Prayogake another. See, Makute means Kirita. Like this we have, because that's the reason why they taught us the Sanskrit in the childhood days. Makute means a crown. Vrikshabhaveshu, the branches of a tree. Vajre, the weapon of Lord Indra, Vajrayudha. Vajre, Tadharavasave, Tadharavasa Indra is Vajrayudha. Ketaki Kusume Deepe. Ketaki, Mogalipu ఏమంటారు సార్ ఇంగ్లీష్లో? మొగలి పువ్వు ఇంగ్లీష్లో
Mogra only. Mogra.
నాట్ జాస్మిన్.
Mogra. Actually, they don't have an English word for it unless they use a scientific.
We call it that.
But they use the Hindi word mogra for it. Malliga ella. So,
not ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆ.
ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ.
ಕೇತಕಿ ಕುಸುಮೆ. Okay, leave it. You don't
Mogali.
have word.
Mogali. Mogra in Hindi.
Talambu. Tamil, yeah.
In Tamil, Talambu, yeah.
It have thorns on the leaves of it. And you have a lot of snakes near that. It has a sapa. Even, because dance is also related to stories. The storytelling, understand? And because the folklore, everybody yesterday was speaking about the storytellings and all, how it was related, how you relate that to the pedagogy and the training of the modern these things. Even in our childhood days, we were told several stories about the Tarambu. What is that in English? You don't have a name for that, no? Mogali Puvu, we call it in Telugu, Mogali Puvu. It doesn't have, it is been cursed, cursed by Vishnu. There is a story for it.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go deep into that.
Yeah. It's a Lingodbhava story.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So Tripataka is used for
these things. So suppose a song is there, all that way, all the slokas, we have 28 hastas and 24 hastas. Pataka, Tripataka, Ardhapataka, Kartari, Mukha, Mayurakshya, Ardhachandrascharala, Sukatundaka, Mushtischa, Sikaraka, Shakapitaka, Suchi, Chandrakala, Padmakosa, Sapasirastha, Mrugasisha, Simhamko, Langulas, Chalapadmaka, Chitro, Brahmascheva, Hamsasyo, Amsapakshaka, Shamdam Somkulascheva, Tampra Chodat Trisulaka, Ashtavimseti Hastana. Ashtavimseti, 28 are the Asamhita hastas, which are not done together, not combined hands. And combined hand gestures are 24. Anjalistika Potascha Karkata Swastikastha Dola Hasta Pushpopta Utsangasya Valikaha Katakavardhanascheva Kartari Swastikastha Katakavardhanascha Kartari Swastika Sekatan Senka Chakrecha Samputta Pasakelako Matsya Kurma Varahascha Gurudo Nagabandaka Katva Bherundaka Shavahitastadhevacha Chaturvimsati Hastana Evan Namani Vekrama. Like that we have. And we have the other Nritta hastas. So like that, all the hastas and the usage of them were taught to us in the childhood itself, like in sloka form. To that they give the meaning also. They tell us the meaning also. So that became very easy for us to go ahead with the composing, because choreography, now I'm talking about choreography. People will say, I choreographed. Nothing, already our ancestors have preserved everything for you there. You just take this letter and keep it there. You bring this and fix it there. So a small example I would like to give you on this. See, those days, not now, you go and give a wedding invitation for the printing. The printer, he is composing these things, and you have a lot of letters in this box, so many letters. So A, W, E, D, D, I, A, G, wedding. So if you compose that, composing means already which you have, you bring them and keep it in a order. The same way, we have already taught, already brought so much, tons of thing is left behind us. So we just take that and put it there. It becomes easy for us to do that. But nowadays, as he said, of course, I taught in university also. The students who come for master's level degree.
In the third semester, choreography course is done.
And the prerequisition for the master's program, they say any degree, you can be a commerce, you have a degree in science, you have a degree in arts, any degree with a certificate of 5 years, not less than 5 years, from a guru. That is their requisition. So they take, and of course they conduct the written and because if you don't fill the seats given to you and you are questioned in the meeting, in the academic council, in the EC meeting, or so we have a lot of other things, problems with the present system teaching. So for that you have to forego certain things and you have to fill the seats, whether he knows. And in between this you have reservation, SC, ST, BC, B1, 2, BC, 2, BC, 3, BC, 4. What is this all? And we have to fill all these. Otherwise you are questioned. Why you did not fill? Otherwise the union comes to you. Down, 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 down. So, when it comes to university level, you have a lot of issues. They have their own norms for that. So, in our days, there were no norms, nothing. They used to just teach this, how to go ahead. Now, coming to the Vesha Dharana, I'm there, I'm here. See, you all, did you see my personality? Very small structure fellow, man. Of course. And I want to do this Ravana character, Duryodhana, or Kumbhakarna, Dhira Uddhata characters. Just my personality will suit for that. Please get up, Amma. What is your name? Kamala. Please get up. Just stand there. And just see, if I ask her to take this lady as a Sita in a Ramayana part, everybody will appreciate that? No. It doesn't suit. See, Natya basically is a Drisya Your eyes only accept the beautiful things. You go and see a decomposed body, you go and say, how sweet. You say that? No, never. Same way, Drisya which the eyes only accept the good things, beautiful things. So Sita character is supposed to be Swadhina Patika character. So I'm not talking about your character, Rama, here. I'm talking about your personality. See, she should fit for the character, the Anga, Saushtavam. We call it Saushtavam. So according to your Saushtava, the characters are being taught in my days. So it is being taught to everybody. They all learn it. But when there is a natakam, we call it natakam. Nowadays you call it dance, ballet, or this thing. Not ballet. Ballet is English word.
French word, yeah.
I'm sorry, French word. B-A-L-L-E-T, T is silence. They don't pronounce T. Ballet. They don't know. So, but we call it natakam means, what is natakam? What is the terminology for natakam? Natyan, Nrittam, Nrityam. Natyam tan natakam cheva pujyam purvakadhayutam. We take already happened stories and perform it in dance, in media of dance. So there, we see, I'll just, no, I don't look, my personality will not suit for Ravana, but can act and show. So that is the important thing for a teacher, to become a teacher and impart, give sikshana, the pedagogy, sadhana, sikshana you have to give. So for that you have to learn everything. I am commerce student, I am science student, I am English student. You all speak English, no? A commerce student will speak English, science students speak English, literature student, all. Even me also, I am speaking English. I am a dancer. It's not that. Yesterday, that girl who spoke English, very fluent, we were unable to follow her. Such a fast track, she's in fast track, moving very fast. And
Tarini.
Yeah.
Tarini's English. He is admiring Tarini's fluency in English. Yeah.
So, same way, when a common student speak English, you don't find that fluency. When a science student speak English, you don't find. A girl who's taken literature and this thing, you find that fluency in her English. So same way, though the character is being performed by a person who is really well built, but he should be taught that character how to perform it. Lanke sunditu. What is that?
Praveshadaru.
Lankesudu. Lankesudu means the god of Lanka. So now you call it Sri Lanka. Oh, okay. He said. See, Ravana, in one item, I just want to demonstrate. The character of Ravana, who see Mandodari and fall in love with her, and she also responds to his love. So, see the. Yeah, I'll just demonstrate the Ravana character and Mandodari. You know Mandodari, one of the. She doesn't become old. Always she's looking so. Mandodari.
Kuchipudi has Yakshagana tradition. In most of the Yakshaganas, along with Kuchipudi, the lyrics have categories. These are entry lyrics called Pravesha Darus. The one he was singing was the Pravesha Daru for Ravana. So the character introduces itself.
Yeah. This Ravana fall in love, it's the middle of the item I took, sir. Not directly from the Pravesh Daru. I'll tell you about Pravesh Daru. Ravana, I told you, he fall in love with Mandodari, and she also accept his love. And he says, I am Ravana, Lanka, Lanke sunditu. What she says? You are god of Lanka, no? Vimala Komala. She's accepting his offer. He says, I am Lanka, god of Lanka, I am king of Lanka. And she says, oh, I say, Vimala, the shyness. So see the drishti, Sachi drishti, how she looked at the griva, how she turned, how the body should react to the meaning of that lyric. So all these were taught for us. The language is also taught for us. Otherwise, if you don't know the meaning of the song, how you are going to compose? So-called you call it composing. I don't call it composing or nothing. What my ancestors gave me, that I am doing it, that's all. If it is wrong, it is my fault. If it is right, It is their bhiksha to me. So same way, the character is being given for the fitness of their personality. Sir, na selledi sir. Time is
అదే అడుగుతాను.
10:30. Yeah. Time already 10:30.
10:36.
कब बंद करना?
10 minutes? Yeah. Another 10 minutes.
Okay, sir. So the suitability of the body for giving a role in any kind of our natakas. Those days we play the female role only. Male used to portray the female role. No girls were initiated into dance. I already, in the beginning itself, I told you all. Sir, Nadi photo permission చూడండి మీకు please show them that if it's possible. See, every boy who born in that particular village, in that families, he should at least in his life, a single time he should portray the role of female. I think I have sent the photograph to him, my female role character. Yeah. Sir, because we are running short of time, it's a vast subject, you know. Just do it in 10 minutes or 1 hour. In 1 hour, what you are going to learn? Nothing. What I can explain in 1 hour about the pedagogy in those days. Now means it's very easy. In university system, first semester, yeah, 4 nadavus, this, for that nadavus, for this, all together you have only 10 steps. And next, and immediately one item. First semester course is syllabus is finished. If you don't complete the syllabus, students come will do strike before you. Why you didn't teach us? How can you ask this question? Why you gave me only so many marks? I did correct, you know. She says she's correct. How? She doesn't know what is Anga Suddha. You know, Anga Suddha means the movements, how she has to keep and everything. These are the difficulties now at university levels and college levels we face. In those days, we have no right to talk in front of our guru. You cannot open your mouth. What he says, you should listen, that's all. It was like that. Those days the pedagogy was. The system was, teaching was like that. So then I come. So I told you also, how they, according to their personality, suitability, they give the character and teach that character. Male character and Vishnu character, Dhirodhata, Dhira Uddhata, Dhira Lalita, Dhira Shanta characters. You know the 4. The theory also taught for us simultaneously. Ashtavidha Nayikas. Yeah. Nayika Bhedas, everything. And we were also taught Shabda Manjari, a little Bala Ramayanam, and what is that? Yeah, latest they taught us they make us to by heart this Kumar Sambhavam. But I didn't learn Kumar slokas, I didn't by heart, I don't know. Then we go to the construction of thing. Understand?
I shared his female role performance picture in the WhatsApp group, our WhatsApp group. You may.
And also I shared the Krishna role also. A person who is fit for female role is fit for also Krishna's role. So he's Dhira Lalitudu, Krishnudu. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's me.
That's.
You forward the Krishna role also
Yeah.
doing that. So because Krishna, Lalita means all the angas should be very lalitam, sunnitanga undali. Understand? Same way girls have, you have, see, lady's finger, you call it. See, my fingers are looking like lady's finger, like brinjal, mota hai itna. So for Krishna, also he is very Lalitudu, Dhira Lalitudu. Krishna belongs to Dhira Lalita category. So a person who play female role will also can perform Krishna, Manmadha, those roles. Now go back to the construction of Jati. Okay, I told you Chaturasram. We'll start with Chaturasram. I told you all, each beat consists of 4 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Takatibni, takatibni, tak, 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 tak. What do you call this wall clock? Pendulum. How it moves? Tuk, 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 tak, 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 tak. Takatib, 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 takatib. But this also, there is a story for us. I don't want to extend the time. Next time, if I get an opportunity, I'll explain to you in detail. Pen is there, sir? Yeah, you all know, how many of you know Tala? Tala means, you know what is Tala? Takala Shankaram Prokto Lakala Sikti Vichyapu. Seva Sikti Sama Takala Shiva and Parvati. Okay, Devi. And what? See, you have, first we start with Aditala. Aditala is the, if anything is taught in dance or music, I start with Aditala. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is Lagu important. So from Patagarbha, 1. So it consists of 1 Lagu. Beating and counting fingers is called Lagu. Beating and waving the hand is called Pushka. So in Aditala you have 1 Lagu and 4 Pushka. You call it Chaturasra Jati Pudala. Why it is called Chaturasra Jati Pudala? Because Chaturasra means, I told you, is only 4. The Lagu always change based on the Jati. Dhruta is constant. Anadhruta is constant. They don't change. Angas are same. What is your name, Amma? Kamala. Kamala. Your name? Uma. Kamala, Uma have same Angas. Kamala is stand up. Uma is stand up. See the height and personality. Based on that, the Lagu is being. Thank you. So, we'll start with the Lagu. So each Lagu, each beat have 4 aksharas. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So now see. Takadimi, 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 takadimi. And they ask you to just say 3 misrams in Aditala. How do you do it? You have to put takadimi, 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 takadimi. In this takadimi, you should say takadimi, 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 takadimi. And you should come to some is a main bit, you should come back to the cycle around. First bit. So how you do it? How you should do mathematics? So 7 3s are, Mishram means 7, I told you all. You add one Mishram and one Mishram, it becomes 7. So you mix those. So it becomes Mishram. So 3 Mishrams is equal to 3 7s are, yeah, please. You all follow Sanskrit. I write this. Just a Misra is equal to 7 beats. So 3 7s are 21. So you have here 4, each beat contains 4. So 8 4s are
32.
So you require only 3 misrams in one tala. So you should come back to sum. So what you do is excess, you have excess. So what you do for excess, you subtract 32 minus 21. ఒకటి. The excess is 11. So you count to 11. Takatimi. Takita is only 3, no? 8 plus 3. Now see here. Very simple. Huh? Now we can do that is this one. What is the song? Okay. You all also Takativi. I said something, you know this Misra. Takativi. Same way, the jati is also considered.
Yeah. So the point, shall we come to the conclusion? The point that is being made is that in an oral tradition, you don't even need the board, and the mathematics is happening in the brain so quickly that, okay, I need 11 more and I put it there and it happens quite naturally. So that's what he is trying to communicate, that because it was so organic, the childhood brought up in the Agraharam was so organic that the child would intuitively calculate and make his mishrams mix with the chaturashram. Mishrams can get into chaturashram. So all that was happening intuitively is what he was communicating. So absolutely, sir, thank you very much. So that Agraharam training, the village training, fortunately, we have one more person talking about Terukuttu, which is a contrasting form, which is a folk form. Terukuttu training, also dance training, which doesn't have all this classical music or classical dance training, but there is a different kind of training there in the Terukuttu form. So the contrasting Agraharam culture, which gives the Sanskrit, Veda, classical music, classical dance, has been very well demonstrated by Professor Pasumarthy Garu.
Excuse me.
Thank you very much.
Before, just I forgot one word. Before our Kuchipudi dance form was recognized by Sangeeta Nadaka Academy, all the other dance form people used to call it Tirukuttu. Tirukuttu
Yes.
means which is performed in the streets.
Kuchipudi had to struggle a lot to get a recognition as a classical dance. It took almost 100 years for the Kuchipudi performers
Yeah,
to get accepted as classical
yeah,
dance. They used to call it folk dance only.
I'm very fortunate, I'm very lucky. In my childhood days only, we were all there, and our people all went to Delhi and demonstrated and did everything, and it got recognized as one of the classical art form, dance form. Then it was added into the Nat Shastra treatise. Before that, Kuchipudi is Tirukutu. Because those people don't know, we have a lot of music in dance. I did not touch the music part because we are running short of time. Each raga we render, it is in such a way we were taught how the raga should be rendered, how it should be, what raga should be given to a song, and how it brings the rasa. See, all these were taught those days, but but we.
Yeah, we got a glimpse of it, sir. So, absolutely. Actually, in a kacheri, they used to use two words, Ata kacheri and Pata kacheri. So, this is mostly Ata kacheri kind of rendering that was happening in Kuchipudi. So, the Pata kacheri people also would talk about rasa, but only it is in Ata kacheri that rasa from raga is demonstrated with examples, so that he was very well able to demonstrate to us how that was being brought up through the brought up itself in the childhood, from the personal life, from the home training. Ankur Kakkarji's jati also applies here in this case also. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, once again I extend my thanks to the committee of this Indica for having given me this opportunity. Thank you all once again.